Hello guys, Wilsonbox here, and in this video we are going to talk about the new hero Elminster and see if it's worth it to summon him. We're gonna also place him and Adolphus side by side and see which is the best support. So let's go! So we have here Elminster Homar, the new support from the D&D collaboration. So let's have a look at the skills of this hero. So for the aura, we have the Enlightenment aura, which it gives 60 to everyone in the battlefield. Then regarding the passive skill, for each debuff on an enemy, the hero gains 10 resistance up to 10 stacks. So this can reach 100 for each debuff on an enemy. This resistance is good, especially for PvP, but besides that, I don't think it's that good. If this resistance were given to all the Hollies, like what is happening with Ardred, she gives her passive to every Holly when it reaches the maximum stacks, then maybe this will be really good. But this way I don't think it's that great. Then we have the battle skill, and the battle skill I think it's really good. It's one of the best skills that this hero has. He grants a shield based on target's max HP and the Enlightenment shield, so this shield will be big, because we don't need to give him any stats to like any max HP to him. This is according to the target's max HP of the hero you are targeting, plus the Enlightenment you are using, and also gives control immunity. So again, this hero will be really good for PvP, and it's 10 seconds each time, so it's crazy. 10 seconds each 10 seconds you are giving this shield. Then ultimate skill, we have accuracy penalty and attack penalty. So this is it, and deals damage as well. So comparing to Adolphus is a really good character because he gives like big shields, but it doesn't give any debuffs, doesn't apply any debuffs to the enemy team, and maybe this is like a mixed one. But the thing is, Adolphus can also heal the target, and this guy, he only gives shields, resistance to himself, and does some damage, and applies accuracy penalty and attack penalty. Again, I think this character is really good, especially for PvP, but for PvE I'm not sure. So let's go to the ground and see which is the hero with the biggest shield, if it's Omar, Elminster Omar, or Adolphus. So we are here in the ground and we're gonna do a simple test. So I just want to apply one of those shields. Adolphus can do 2 skills with shields, but the thing is, his passive gives heal as well, if he's applying shields over shields. But one of the differences, the battle skill of Adolphus increases the ultimate energy by 15%, which is really great, especially for tanks like Horus. You are giving him more chances to, you are reducing his ultimate energy bar, and with this he's going to use his ultimate more often, get more healing and everything else. And then we have the shield. Also, it does some damage like Elminster. It does some damage, it doesn't apply on the debuff, but it does some damage, and the difference is the target's max HP here is bigger, so it's 15%, Elminster is 12, and the Enlightenment 3550. So if we check Elminster, it's 3000, so it's not much different. And then he shields every ally with this is the area, so Elminster is a much bigger area, as you can see, it's much bigger, but still they are different, they do different stuff. I think Elminster is a really good support, but I'm just not sure if it's worth it to use that on the hero or the artifact if you need to choose between them. So I just want to do a quick test and see how bigger is the shield that Adolphus can give. So I have a Enlightenment gear on this character, I have more than 400 of Enlightenment on this character. I'm using this artifact to increase 15% more shield. I'm gonna use the same gear on Elminster. So with this test will be just 30 seconds. I just want to see how much damage he does and the amount of shield he can give. So let's see, let's start this fight and see what will be the result. So 22,000 is from the battle skill, and then almost 27,000 is the ultimate. And then the battle skill is also really good because it increases the ultimate energy bar, which is really good. 27,000 again, and Now we can have a look at the statistics and see what was the result. So we did 11,000 of damage, and we can see the shields because we were always full HP, but we could see that it was giving 27,000 shields. That was the size of the shield. Now let's try the Elminster. I just need to change the gear. I'm gonna use exactly the same gear I was using on Adolphus. So will be this enlightenment set and the same runes I was using on Adolphus. Will be exactly the same thing. But now I'm gonna have more 60 enlightenment, so we can do something about that and maybe use a character that gives a different type of thing. So I'm just gonna use this one to use accuracy, and this way I'm not gonna have 60 more enlightenment. So let's just start it and see how big is the shields given by this guy. So firstly will be, okay, 20, it's almost 27,000 as well, so he's giving the same size of shield, but remember guys, it's every 10 seconds, so that's crazy. Every 10 seconds he's giving these shields, which is crazy, another shield. But from the other side, you guys need to think that he's not gonna use that passive like Adolphus, where he's getting, and it does more damage as well, but it's a legendary, okay? So he's not gonna use that passive and give more healing like Adolphus, so it's a bit tricky to say if he's better than Adolphus. It's different. The shields are the same size with the battle skill, as the same size as Adolphus shields, but then Adolphus can heal as well, and the battle skill can increase the ultimate recharge, so it's a bit different. If you already have Adolphus and you need to choose between the artifact and this hero, I would say go for the artifact, because the artifact you can use in different heroes. There are a lot of heroes that you can use the artifact. Like you can use the artifact on the Traveler when with the ice element because you can give shields. You can use on Adolphus. You can use on Nathaniel. So with that artifact, we are going to increase these shields amazingly. And also Dubok is another fire that you can use that artifact, and is a rare one. So you can have him easily. Where is it? Yeah, it's here. So he's also giving shields, so you can increase the percentage of the shield and max HP. That artifact gives HP as well. And then you have a lot of characters that can use shields and shield all the team, and this way you can increase damage and everything else. As you can see, again, same thing. So the last thing I did was to do some Vortex with Adolphus and Elminster. I used exactly the same theme and I had different results. But the thing here is it really depends, because I used the same gear on both, so this way I was just using all the stats for the shield and not to inflict any debuff. Because with Elminster you have to choose between two things: if you want to invest everything on enlightenment and increase the shield and damage, or if you want to invest some more stats on accuracy, and this way maybe your shields will not be so bigger, but at least you can inflict some attack penalty. On this team I already have some attack penalty with this battle skill. It's not 100%, but still I'm inflicting some attack penalty with that and some debuffs, but I don't think it makes a big difference. But yeah, I used this exact same strategy, same team, just I used the Elminster on this place instead of Adolphus. I did 3 fights with each, and the damage was always bigger with the fire team, and they survived more time. The shields were bigger because Adolphus can heal as well, and basically that's it. So Adolphus did a much better job than Elminster, and maybe if you use him with some debuffs and applying attack penalty and stuff like that, maybe it works better. I don't think he's bad, not at all, but this event it's really expensive, and you need to probably for free-to-player especially, you need to choose what do you want. If you want skins, if you want an artifact, or the hero. If you have to choose, I will say the artifact, because it's a legendary artifact. Some of the free-to-players, they don't have one artifact, so will be the first one. And if you need bigger shields, this artifact is really good. It gives HP and enlightenment, and the shields increase by 35%, which is a lot. This artifact I'm using now, it doesn't give those stats. This artifact gives 15% more and will give less enlightenment because it's an epic artifact. The other will give more, so it's more 20% shields, and also the other one will increase the debuffs, the duration, or the shield duration. So it's up to you. It really depends what you need. If you already have Adolphus, I'm gonna say again, maybe choose the artifact. I think it's a better choice. If you can afford both, then go for both will be the best option. I still don't know because I don't want to use all my resources on this. I'll need to use all my elite dices, as you've seen in the video before, if I want to get both. So probably, I'm still not sure, but probably I'm just getting the artifact because I think the artifact is really good and is going to improve my shields, my damage, everything. So I hope this video helped everyone to choose between the artifact or the hero, if it's worth it to spend resources on him or not. Maybe don't spend any resources and just get the skins, or maybe the artifact you'll choose. Hope you liked this video. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, it helps me a lot. Thanks for watching and see you next time.